Hey, today's Unwitch Wisdom is brave, and I have a question for you. How are you brave? Put it in the comments. Tell me how you are brave as an unwitch. Tell me how you are brave and show the world that paganism is normal. Put that in your comments for me, please. I would love to hear your anecdotes and your stories. My story today is that yesterday I went to an Interfaith Alliance group, and I spoke on paganism, and I had a heckler. And this is going to happen. If you're going to step out, you're going to find people who push back. And so I pushed back a little bit as well. There were a couple of things that he said. And one of the things he said was, well, the Vikings were very violent people, and they killed a bunch of Christians. And I said, well, if we're going to talk about violence and religion, then we have to talk about Christianity. It was violent, and it killed a lot of people. And so he had to kind of backpedal about that. And I said, but that's not what we're here about. We're not here to discuss these religions' ancient history. We're here to discuss the religions of today. And Joseph Campbell says that all religions, all the world's religion, have one thing in common, and that's love. And paganism has love as our law. Love is the law, love under will. So clearly, this is something we have in common. Later on, he said that if I went to his Bible study group and met some of his Bible study friends, they would tell me I was going to hell. And I said, okay. Because here's the thing. I have long ago made peace with my Christian background and upbringing. And I have long ago decided that if I go to hell, then the God of Jehovah Jireh, the God of Christianity, is not anybody I want to play with anyway. So I don't think I'm going to hell. I think I'm going to Summerlands. I think you get to pick. And I'm going to go to the Summerlands, and I'm going to be reincarnated. That is my decision. That is the way it will be for me. However, for this gentleman, when I said okay and didn't respond and didn't debate and didn't get drawn into an argument, it left him without anywhere to go. And I was able to say, hey, that is why interfaith work is important, because not only do we have love in common, but we learned that two things can be true. You can have a strong faith, and I can have a strong faith, and those things can react, and it can interact and exist in the same plane without causing each other harm. That's what interfaith work is about. It's about us existing together and honoring the fact that we each have a strong faith, and honoring the fact that we each have love as one of our laws. That's what it's about. And so you have to learn kind of how to deal with these hecklers. You have to learn to kind of deal with these people who want to draw you into arguments. You don't, when you do interfaith work, there's no sense arguing. There's nothing to argue about. You're there because of your common belief that religions can get along. And the work to do that is when people learn to get along. So they learn to get along with us. And one of the things that I did point out was paganism is a religion in all the world's industrial nations and in most of the non-industrial nations. And we deserve a seat at the table with the Abrahamic religions, just like we deserve it to, just like the Hindus and the natives and the Buddhists and all of the Eurasian countries deserve a seat at the table as well. But paganism shouldn't be left out because we're small and we don't have big churches and that kind of thing. We should be counted anyway. We're important anyway. And that was one of the things that I tried to leave that guy with, that you don't have to agree with me. You don't even have to like me, but I deserve a seat at the table because I come in love and I come in peace. So that's what it requires, though. Brave. You have to be brave. You have to be vulnerable. You have to be real. And the more real you are, the better off it's going to be. for paganism and for you. I hope you have a magical day.